Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to show you the biggest single-use boost you can get to your Dragonscale Expedition reputation. On your first character you have to reach Renown 6 with Dragonscale Expedition to get the Expedition Supply Kit access. And then at the Dragonscale base camp, the Expedition Supply Kit, you need to unlock Cartographer's Flag. Unlocks the ability to place a flag on the highest peaks of the Dragon Isles. Explore the Find Makuyu minimap. So there are 20 peaks overall in the game, and each one of those is worth 250 reputation. And that reputation you can get word of the worthy ally. So if your first character has reached renown 10, you get plus 100%. If it has reached level 20, you get plus 200%. Also works with the Darkmoon Faire buff, so that's another plus 10%. So for alts, this can be up to 16,500 reputation simply from marking 20 peaks. Some of the peaks are a little bit difficult to land on, so landing technique is really the key. And there are basically two main alternatives. You can try to approach the peak from a bit further away, try to aim so that you're going to hit the upslope, and boom, you just hit it and you stick there and that's it, you're there. The other alternative is to try to go upwards, make it so that your speed is going to be very slow at the moment where you just reach the peak, so that you just barely get over and manage to land on the peak. And I will demonstrate both of those techniques in this video, where I showcase all of the peaks. Having the TomTom add-on is obviously helpful because that can get you coordinates, but you can also take a look at map pictures, for example on Wowhead, and see where the peaks are, just navigate there. But with TomTom it looks like this, so I get the marker and off we go. The first peak I'm going to is here in the Waking Shores, right near where you start the game. And this first one is easy because, well, it's on a tower, so no difficulties landing here. And then just placing the flag. I have word of worthy ally 1 on this character, so that's 500 rep immediately. And followed by a cutscene, but you can also just cancel the cinematics if you like. Then we're off towards the second peak, over there in the Waking Shores. And this one is here on top of the building. Boom. Then we head towards the Obsidian Bulwark. This is another easy one. And the reno ranks, they keep coming. So this one's the Obsidian Bulwark. And the next one will be at Obsidian Citadel. And this is a little bit more difficult to land on. I believe the optimal approach for this one is to come from this direction. The slope here is towards this, and then we just boom. Smack right into the slope, and you can do it from here, but you can't do it from the direction of the castle itself, the Citadel. And there's one more peak in Waking Shores, and that's at the Ruby Life pools. So let's head into that direction. And this is an easy peak. Boom. No special skills needed. Nice view of the Ruby Life pools. Now we're done with the Waking Shores and we're headed towards Ohn'ahran Plains and Rusza'thar's Reach. Simple one, as you only need to land on a tower and admire the views again. Rusza'thar's Reach. Next up, we're going to Ohn'ahra's Roost, next to Marukai. There. So let's go. Another easy landing, this one. Right on top of the statue. Next up, we're going to Nokhudon Hold. Wee! Let's go. So this is one of the trickier approaches. Generally want to approach it This is one of the trickier approaches. You generally want to approach it from the seaside. And then smack. Right there. This is the direction where you can get right to the upslope. So you have to go around a little bit to approach it from the seaside, and that's the easiest way. The other alternative is to approach it from below. Have just barely enough speed to land on it. Next up, we're headed to the south of Ohn'ahran Plains. Here we are at Merithra's Watch. And like that. Slow, just enough speed, boom, on the top. That was all for Ohn'ahran Plains. Next up, we're headed to the Azure Span. And we can see the Drake Hatchery point right over there. And boom, there's plenty of space to land here. Next one is at the Cobalt Assembly.
It's as if the elements themselves are thrown into chaos. Help return the land back to its natural state.
And this is another easy one, right here at the tower. Next up, towards the Azure Archives we go. There at the very top of the Azure Archives is our flag. And boom. Slow, steady, just enough speed, and landing. Then we're headed to the Frostlands. There, you can see the peak. And we grab some speed. And approach from this direction. Always approach so that you're going upslope. And it's much easier to land. Next peak, a little bit to the east. There we can see it. I think this was an easy one. Yeah, plenty of space to land. We have one more to go in the Azure span, between Azure span and Thaldraszus, and then a few more in Thaldraszus, and we're done.
What the Dragonscale Expedition has discovered.
And there, soft landing, another banner planted. That was the Azure span. Next up, Thaldraszus. And we'll start from Eon's Fringe. Let's go. I think this was... For this one, there's first plenty of space to land here, but you actually can't walk from here up to the flag. It just won't happen. Nope. So for me, this was one of the more difficult ones, but you can use this landing space so that you can take a little bit of speed from here and get up on the top. Okay, that wasn't very pretty, but you get the idea. Low speed, a little bit of circling. Boom. Next one in the mountains south of Valdrakken. High peak. High peak indeed. And again, this is another one when there is a little bit of resting space right here below that one, so that if you fail to make the landing, you can always chill a little bit and then try again. Beautiful Valdrakken. Then we're headed to Southhold Gate. If I remember correctly, this was a little bit difficult too. I think on the first time I got here, I rested a while at the tower, and then slowly went through over the peak. But this time I had just enough speed to get real smooth landing. Next up, near the Temporal Conflux. And boom. Now there's only one more to go near the vault. And we will be done. And because I had Word of Worthy Ally 1, so 100% extra rep, no Darkmoon Faire at the time I'm doing this, so that's going to be 10,000 reputation for this character. With the Dragonscale Expedition. And like this. So the key thing to really remember is that there's two ways you can land on these. You can make a little bit of a faster landing, if you can find a good slope that you can land against, or you just time your speed so that you run out of speed just at the flag and you just smoothly land at the flag. And that's a new character that just got 4 renowned ranks with Dragonscale Expedition just like that. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.